Greedo was a Rodian bounty hunter who fancied himself as a big-time player under the employment of crime lord Jabba the Hutt. However, no one took him too seriously due to his overzealous and slow nature, not to mention his particularly bad aim. Welcome to the CXXIII Star Wars Lore episode 123, The Rise of Greedo. Although Greedo was born on the planet Rodian, he grew up in Mos Espa on Tatooine. As a child, he befriended both fellow Rodian Wald and Anakin Skywalker. However, following Skywalker's victory at the Boonta Eve Classic pod race, he was quick to accuse the slave of cheating, causing the two to scuffle. Jedi Master Qui-gon quickly broke up the fight, and Wald warned Greedo that if he continued his violent ways, he would meet a bad end. By the time the Clone Wars was in full effect, Greedo was employed as a bounty hunter by Jabba the Hutt. At some point in the conflict, he and another mercenary were hired by the Trade Federation to kidnap both daughters of Pantora's chairman, Papa Noida. Though the Pantoran male fathered several children, Chet Amanwe and Chi-Ikwe were chosen to use as leverage for Pantora to join the CIS. During the struggle in the daughter's quarters, Che managed to strike out at her attackers, leaving a trace of Greedo's blood before being stunned. Whilst investigating the crime scene, Papa Noida and his son Ion discovered the smeared blood. After analysing it and realising it belonged to Greedo, they headed for Tatooine since it was where the bounty hunter operated. Cunningly, when Papa Noida entered Jabba the Hutt's palace, he spread word that he needed to hire Greedo. Just as planned, the bounty hunter came to him. However, Greedo and his accomplices came prepared with blasters in hand, but Papa Noida managed to overpower the opposition and presented the evidence to Jabba. Exposed, Greedo confessed to the crime and led the chairman and Ion to a seedy bar in Mos Eisley, where Chi was held. When the captive was presented to her father, a firefight broke out. Unfortunately, Papa Noida and his children managed to kill all of Greedo's accomplices, save the bounty hunter himself. As Greedo slipped into the shadows, Papa Noida was reunited with his other daughter, and Pantora was freed from the grasp of the Trade Federation. During Zero BBY, Greedo hunted Han Solo for the bounty Jabba placed on his head after the Hutt's illicit cargo was dropped by Solo to avoid arrest. The bounty hunter confronted Solo in the Mos Eisley Cantina, opening with my favourite line in the whole Star Wars saga. You just gotta love how he says it. Anyway, he threatened Solo with his blaster as he demanded he either pay the ransom to Jabba, pay the ransom to Greedo himself, or hand over the Millennium Falcon. However, the smuggler chose neither, claiming he would rather die than give up his prized ship. Claiming that was the idea, Greedo had been looking forward to killing Solo for some time. Unbeknownst to Greedo, Han had readily prepared his blaster from beneath the cantina table, and shot the Rodian dead around the same time Greedo had missed with a shot of his own. Did you notice how I said around the same time? Yeah, I don't want to get into that debate again. The bounty hunter was partly killed by his own character. Although Greedo believed he was a huge deal, no one else took him too seriously, which was exactly what Han did in the Mos Eisley Cantina. If you want to learn more about Greedo, such as his personality and traits, click the link on screen or the one in the description. Now it's time for this week's question. Do you think Greedo was a better bounty hunter than what he gets credit for? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to vote for next week's episode by liking one of the 3 comments below. And why not head on over to thecXXIII.com to have your vote for the subject matter of future Star Wars lore videos. Thanks for watching, and for more Star Wars lore, keep a look here to the CXXIII. This argument may sound silly to a lot of people, but the outcome of whoever shot slightly before the other has pretty big implications on the Han Solo story arc. To put to bed all the hours spent arguing over this topic, all the proof videos and petitions out there, I will answer definitively who indeed shot first.